Whenever there is a religious attack on Hindu festivals anywhere in the country, it is Bajrang Dal that responds first. The first retaliation comes from Bajrang Dal, even though they have to face various kinds of attacks, allegations, and harassment by the secular judiciary. Young people of this generation, younger than 20-25 years of age, are probably not aware of the crucial role that Bajrang Dal has played in the awakening of Hindutva. Bajrang Dal was established in Ayodhya on October 8, 1984. This was the time the most states in India had governments that were anti-Hindu, and Muslim appeasement was their only agenda. It appeared as though Hindus were second-class citizens, and it was inconceivable to expect justice from the government or the police. Bajrang Dal emerged as a ray of hope in those dark times. Their motto was service, security, and culture. And their style of functioning was exactly like Hanumanji's army. Bajrang Dal was the savior of Hindu religion, and they took bullets from Mulayam Singh Yadav's police to make Ram Mandir happen. In small towns of Uttar Pradesh then, there was terror of religious mafia. Swords and knives were whipped out of the slightest pretext. The police were not to be found anywhere. It was then the Bajrang Dal stepped up for the protection of houses, shops, property belonging to Hindus, and Hindu women were protected. Bajrang Dal shielded Hindu girls when a campaign to lure them in the name of religion and physically exploit them began. Bajrang Dal workers used to be aware of social issues, and they also knew how to pick up a stick and put up a fight when it became imperative. And in no time at all, Bajrang Dal's branches spread all over the country. In Uttar Pradesh, in many towns and small cities, you find a whole generation of women who have completed their studies from school to Bachelors of Arts and Masters of Arts, thanks solely due to unstinting support from Bajrang Dal. The parents were reassured that their daughter would come back home safely in the evening. This was also the time when Bajrang Dal used to campaign for marriage without dowry. The organization had people from all strata and classes in its ranks. There was never a feeling of high-low or difference of rich and poor. Bajrang Dal's service rubbed the secular gangs the wrong way, and thus they began a negative smear campaign against Bajrang Dal to tarnish the organization's image not just in the country but across the world. Bajrang Dal was banned after Babri demolition in 1992. Later, the ban had to be revoked. In 1998, the Christian-controlled international organization Human Rights Watch (HRW) accused the Bajrang Dal of church attacks but had failed to produce any evidence to support its accusations. Then in Gujarat riots of 2002, every effort was made to wipe out the Bajrang Dal. In 2005, NDTV channel claimed that Bajrang Dal workers in Nadad, Maharashtra was making bombs to blast mosques across the country. The entire story later turned out to be a fake news. During Valentine's Day, media stories abounded to defame Bajrang Dal. Once the Manmohan Singh, Sonia Gandhi's government came into power, it seemed that the only goal of the entire state machinery was to obliterate the existence of Bajrang Dal. Allegations made against the organization ranged from terrorism to beating up of couples on Valentine's Day. Bajrang Dal tried to challenge the conversion campaign of Christian missionaries in India, but had to pay the price of this intervention. To start with, media portrayed Bajrang Dal as the villain, and then the false police cases and lawsuits were thrust on its leaders. This immense hatred of the government machinery and judicial system made a large number of Bajrang Dal workers sacrifice themselves. This lofty act of sacrificing themselves for the nation and society continues even today. And these noble workers had the cognizance and support of neither the Supreme Court nor the organizations that plays the game of protection of human rights. Bajrang Dal is a symbol of resistance, power of Hindu society. Whenever the power and influence of Bajrang Dal waned, anti-national religious forces got maximum opportunity at the audacity to raise their heads. Security, no doubt, is the responsibility of government and the police. But where an entire social class is being trained since childhood to chase and kill the infidels, there is little to expect from the police stations, and we will see the same outrage that we see every day now in states like Bengal and Kerala. As a society, we should always remember Bajrang Dal and its unparalleled services. The fact that some patriotic youths protected Hindu identity and self-respect in dark times of Congress and socialist regimes should never be forgotten. Bajrang Dal workers are warriors who protect our religion, support them, and oppose the forces that are working with all their might to destroy these Hindu patriots.